Hi guys, welcome to Kyle's Cinema. Today I want to talk about 3 games that have had leaks recently. First being the big one which everyone has known about for what feels like years at this point, which is Assassin's Creed Black Flag. This game has been speculated on and details leaked over the past few years, with the release date apparently being at the end of this year, until it apparently got delayed with all the other Ubisoft games that got delayed after Assassin's Creed Shadows. Anyways, besides that point, it's now been leaked and reported on by multiple sources that the game is going to be released in the first quarter of next year. If that's the case, unless Ubisoft is planning on shadow dropping the game, I'd say we'd probably see a trailer for the game at the Game Awards in a couple of weeks' time. Now for me, this game is significant. I love this game, and with the leaks it's going to have RPG mechanics. If they can flesh out the world and have it seamless with no loading screens, this game could be absolutely amazing, just like it was back in the day. This game could be exactly what Ubisoft needs as well, after such a hard couple of years. Let's hope they can do this game justice. If they mess it up, it'll really hurt their reputation more than it already has with all their recent releases. How do you guys feel about the leaks of Black Flag having RPG style mechanics like most of the recent Assassin's Creed games? Do you feel it'd benefit the game, or would you have preferred it stay all the same as the original game? If they get it right, the RPG mechanics could add depth, but there's also the other side of that, and if they get it wrong, it might ruin the gameplay experience. One thing for me that I personally hope that they don't change is the ship mechanics. I don't want them to change it to the way that it is in the new Skull and Bones game. I'd prefer it to stay exactly how it was. I thought the ship mechanics in the game were already perfect as is. You never know what Ubisoft's going to do, so let's just hope they do the community right and don't change the game too much. Now speaking about Ubisoft, let's talk about the next game that everyone seems to have forgotten about, which is Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time remake. The rumours going around that the game is finally going to release in January of 2026. If that's true, we'd have to see a trailer in the Game Awards in a couple of weeks, because we haven't seen or heard anything about this game since the first trailer all the way back in September 2020. That's honestly crazy when you think about it. This original series of games was the catalyst for what turned out to be the Assassin's Creed series. And with that first trailer, many fans felt disrespected with the way the game looked. Especially after things like the RE4 remake had released and looked and played even better than the original. I'm interested in seeing the changes that they have made to the art style of the game. I hope that it's more realistic and true to the original, and let's just hope that the gameplay also stays true to the original, because that gameplay formula honestly felt perfect back in the day. Obviously we'd need the modern upgrades you'd expect for a game coming out on modern tech, but let's just hope they don't change too much. I hope that this game doesn't fail, because if it fails, that'll pretty much instantly write off the chances of Warrior Within or Two Thrones getting a remake in the future. I'd like you guys to let me know in the comments below, because these games are very nostalgic to me. Do you have any fond memories of the Prince of Persia series, and what do you remember the most? If I could give you a memory without a spoiler, it'd probably be the first time I saw a Dementor in Warrior Within. That was terrifying as a child. Finally, that brings us to the third leak, and that being Destiny 3. A credible leaker that goes by Colony Deeks has reported that Destiny 3 is allegedly in very early development at Bungie. I find this to be very interesting if true, especially seeing as Bungie's Marathon hasn't even released yet after being delayed. That game is supposed to release early next year, but already has some bad press going on around it. You can watch my latest video or multiple other videos online if you want to know more about that. But when it comes to Destiny 3, I think this is probably the best thing for Bungie and Sony, so long as they can do it right. I think if Destiny 3 releases, they should change its business model so they don't take away content with every new content release. Destiny is still a massive franchise with many fans, and it just makes sense for them to release another one, especially under Sony's leadership. I wouldn't mind seeing how that looks if Sony has a hand in the game. Now just keep in mind that this is all just a leak, and neither Sony or Bungie has confirmed any of this, so just take it all with a grain of salt. But it just makes sense to me for them to be working on that game. So what do you guys think? Are you excited for any of these 3 games to come out, and what are you hoping for the most? Just let me know in the comments below. That's pretty much all I got for you guys. I'll see you guys on the next video.